Welcome to another episode of Cryptominder, guys. Today we have a special guest with us. Hayder Hassan, pro fighter for the UFC and the American top team, is here with us to speak not only about his UFC engagement, but also his crypto career and what he chose to do the last years. Don't forget to scroll down, smash this like button, subscribe to the channel, press the bell button for all the notifications, and don't forget that you can find many things about Hayder in the pinned comment section down below. Welcome. Thank you so much, man. It's really honor that I have you in my channel. I'm very happy. And what I would like to say is that, man, really, I appreciate so much that you have accepted at the beginning directly to come at Cryptominder so we can speak a little bit about what is going on in your life. It's crazy watching an athlete like you coming to the crypto world. Okay, so I know that is a challenge. Jumping from one thing that pumps your adrenaline to another. So how do you feel with crypto with that?
I tell you what, brother, it's my honor, my blessings to be on your show, man. And I've been following you for a while now, man. I have your notifications turned on because man, there's a lot of noise in the market, so I like to I like proper knowledge, man. And man, and God bless, bro. You're a very knowledgeable individual, man. So my respect to you, my respect to you, brother. But yeah, man, the fight game to the trading world, a lot of similarities, especially the emotions, and honestly, a lot of the attention to detail, in fighting, they say, 10,000 hours to become like a master of your craft, and there's so many disciplines, so many variables. Even when you do it right, you can still lose, and that's trading to a T. It's 10,000 plus hours to become, knowledgeable about your craft. Even when you do right, you do all the research, you have your stop loss in, you can still take an L that will hurt and sting and have you uh, thinking about what you did right, what you did wrong for the next weeks. The difference is in trading, the market trades 24 hours, 7 days a week, so you can evaluate and make your next educated processes. Where in the fight game, maybe you fight 3 times a year. So for the, you train hard, you have an L. The next 6 months, every time you walk to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you're cursing, you're like, God dang it, how did I, but it's the evolution of life. It's the evolution of my losses set me up for my greatest wins, and very similar to the trading game.
Yeah, I think so. I think like what I told you, the adrenaline I think is pumping same way, especially like when you see market crashing, it's madness. So I have a crazy question for you. I mean, like we see many people, many athletes, they start getting paid in crypto. How do you think that this kind of adoption, if it could help or not? So what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think it's really, really good. I work with a company called CryptoBucks. They're formerly known as Alliant Payments. CryptoBucks, they're one of the first merchant processing companies to offer credit card solutions and cryptocurrency all under one portal. So like any merchant can, when a customer comes to your store, goes online, they have the option at checkout to choose Visa or to choose any of your major cryptos. So this type of adoption I really like a lot. You're starting to see a lot of the fighters embrace, CryptoCom. They endorse the UFC. You see Tom Brady taking portion of his paychecks in Bitcoin, and you're starting to see other related players as well. I think it's great for adoption, man. I hope they time the cycle at the right time of them getting their paycheck and not taking a nice 30% pullback as right when they're getting their Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is it's a volatile asset class, but even with that, the volatility, upside always comes. So the professional sports is an industry where they say within 5 years of retiring, you become you go broke. Over
Yeah.
75%, over 75% of all athletes after 5 years are broke. So this is where like it's smart to start getting into assets that not only one will protect your wealth, but two that will beat the rising rate of inflation with which is what we're seeing globally. So Bitcoin is that asset class that will that is beating the rising rate of inflation. 10 years, the past 10 years has been the best performing asset class. So I think it's really, really good. We've gone from not seeing commercials on TV about crypto to seeing commercials on TV. So it's I think in terms of adoption rate, we're at like the 2 year right where the pre-dot-com era was, where everyone went from dial-up to where the next 2 years everyone had high speed, every household had internet, and that's where I think we are in the next 2 years in terms of adoption, price action, alts and price appreciation to Bitcoin. So I think there's going to be these next 2 years will set you up very, very well if you do it right.
Well, okay, so major question regarding what you say right now. Okay, let's say you have right now, all you have right now is 50K. Okay, this is 50K, nothing else you have in your life right now. Okay, so I have a very simple question. Let's say you lock this in a vault. Okay, so and the only thing you can do is unlock it within 5 years from now. 5 years, no more. What you're choosing, dollar or Bitcoin? This is
Oh no,
all you have. This is all you have.
We have to lock it up, and we have a 5 year grace period. I
Five
would
five
go.
year.
So Bitcoin or the US dollar, I would
Yeah.
definitely choose Bitcoin for sure.
Whoa, that's great adoption, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's the next 5 years in terms of in terms of our growth rate, really could see some incredible numbers just in terms of adoption. The next 2 years, we already have a sell side liquidity crisis in the market, and that's just us at 56,000. As spot driven ETF will one day be coming. Spot driven ETF is now getting put in Canada.
Yeah, in Canada, yeah.
Fidelity's bringing it. So it's just becoming more and more asset classes that are ways for large firms to get a piece of it, family endowments. So like these price points won't stay here for that long. I am a long-term holder. I'm a swing trader. So I believe in the asset class. In 2017, I started putting half of all my paychecks into crypto. I started like,
Whoa, that was a
yeah,
good one.
yeah. I would hustle Uber on the side in between fights,
Jesus, man.
to buy dips, and I was just between my Uber hustle, I was able to put another 10,000 in the market and buy Bitcoin at $5,000, $10,000 of my side hustle. So, like I've been in like 2018, 2019, my game plan was like, all right, when's the next halving? All right, halving is May 2020. What's your goal? I need to be able to come, because in 17 I did good. I made a little over 100,000, but then I gave everything back to the market. I
Yeah, I
didn't know.
got it.
I knew what to invest in, but I didn't know the technicals. I knew fundamentals, but I didn't know the technicals of the market.
But are you like a technical trader now? Do you do like the swing trades? Are you catching them up?
Yeah. So I spent the next years just focusing on the technicals of the market, and like, man, I easily put in 18, 20-hour days. I don't sleep till 4 a.m., 7 days a week, bro, and all I
Jesus,
do
man.
is study this market.
That's great.
Once
That's great.
Yeah, man, that's why I like being around,
Yeah.
other
Like
successful
I see you
individuals.
I see you like on Twitter as well, like coming out, watching showing watching a lot of stuff regarding TA. But what is your opinion regarding this? What are you like closing to what is the fundamental analysis or the technical analysis? Technically what we do, of course.
So from a technical standpoint, I stick to the high time frame analysis. I finished a good course not too long ago, a good trading tool. That I really stick to the daily time frames. Once I have a confirmed buy signal on the daily, then I will look to position myself. I don't really pay too much. I watch the lower time frames, but really I like to stick to the daily. Once I have a confirmed flip of the daily on a confirmation of a buy signal, for me that's usually a good trend shift, and I can position myself accordingly.
That's
Um,
great, yeah, because you secure technically very nice positions without so much stress. You watch the bigger picture of what is happening, and that's the most great thing you can do, I believe, as a crypto trader right now, because the volatility is crazy.
the volatility is crazy right now, man, especially with the lot of this COVID variant, and we were up on the week, and then the stock market drops 1,200 points, and then we're
Mhm.
down. So it's been crazy, bro.
It's
And
been crazy.
it's
It's
been
been
crazy.
crazy. I've seen you. I've seen some interviews of you and stuff. So I saw that you used to do this kind of like playing mind games, with your co-fighters and stuff. So before the matches, so you can prepare a lot of like trash talk maybe and stuff. Do you think that crypto traders should do something like this with each other?
I tell you what, bro. I saw the boxing event in Dubai. Some of the crypto traders. I'm sure you saw. The guys were fighting each other.
Yeah, yeah.
But uh, but I tell you what, man. Honestly, like this market, it's so demanding. And especially like if you're successful like yourself. I have tons of respect for you, bro.
Thanks,
Just
man.
because of how man, you're an amazing pattern recognition. You're able to see things prior to developing. So like, man, that just like I talk about that 10,000 hours. It's more than 10,000 hours. It becomes a life. If you don't live this, then you can't succeed. And that's another reason why I like it to fighting, because in fighting, if you're not living it, the next guy is, and he's gonna embarrass you in front of your mom.
Exactly.
That's what this skill, this trading is. It's, if you're not living it, you're gonna go to bed at nighttime, and then Asia's stepping up to the plate, and they're gonna
It's
drop
madness.
a volatility bomb. Like if you're not ready to accept to live this market, then I don't recommend trading this market. Just have a long
For
term
sure, yeah, for
have a
sure.
long term trading perspective.
So that's good. If you
Hold.
want to find your sleep, then you really shouldn't trade like a day trader or anything else. Especially me, man. I've been spending nights and nights and nights standing over. I don't think that this is a healthy thing, of course, but we try to find a kind of balance to what we do. I chose finally after years the swing trading. I was like day trader for a while, and then I said, do you know what? You really need to calm down, especially like to have a family life with your kids and stuff. You really have to calm down, man. It's a lot of screening time, stress. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you should like watch the bigger picture of what is happening. That's why I would say always do a step back and watch the whole market. Okay. So at the moment, we are at 56K Bitcoin. Okay. We are speaking right now, and I wanna I wanna ask you plain and simple, how do you see Bitcoin 6 months from now? That you are gonna go back and watch this interview and say, what are we doing? What is happening? What is happening here?
Yeah, so I'm watching the market cycle to be kind of similar to what it was last year. I think we'll have a high point into the first quarter, kind of similar price action to where last year, we went to a high point into January, February, March, into May, around April or
May.
so, and then we
1st of May,
corrected.
walk away.
Yeah, sell in May, walk away, bro. And then we corrected May, June, July. With, I think, with 55% correction. Uh, I'm kind of anticipating something. This last year, the IRS extended uh, taxes by 1 month. So instead of them doing April, they were doing May. Uh, I have a feeling, this is just me being, because they dropped the market
Yeah,
uh, around then. So I have a feeling like if the taxes will be due in April, that they might try, and because let's be real, the market makers, they don't want you to keep your crypto.
of
You
course,
know,
man.
if you make your money, they're going to try to drop them. They're going to try to drop the market so that when you
they
have
can
to pay your
accumulate
taxes,
more later on, and you are technically hassling to not lose what you have, and then you are selling for a
yeah, then
piece of toast.
yeah, they're going to drop the market. And if you didn't secure your gains, you're going to have to sell your gains. You have to sell your Bitcoin just to pay your taxes, you
Yeah,
know? So
exactly.
like, man, this market, so personally, I'm watching for a high point into into the first, early first quarter. I was looking for December to be, for us to kick off. I'd like to see us, get some upside momentum here. Um,
So you do see like an upside momentum from here right now, where we are right now, because we are a little bit tricky right now, many
yeah,
people
yeah,
are a little bit scared, like the fear in the market is too high right now. It's like, yeah, we are 30, 33, 34, like in the fear and greed index right now.
for sure, for sure. I'd like to see us get above. Uh, I don't really want to see us lose $55,500 like on a
Yeah,
daily, because then I see us dropping into this kind of 52, and then a rebound from there. We're doing well respecting that 56K area, so I'd like to see the volume to the upside, and I'll be happy. I think once we hit that 60K zone, we can kind of take a little breather from any like downside risk, at least on the short term. But yeah, I'm looking for new highs. I wouldn't be surprised into like an 89K type situation.
yeah,
But I wouldn't be too. I'm the one thing where I messed up last year, and where this year is I'm going to be taking my gains off of the market.
yeah,
I
yeah,
gave a
yeah.
lot of I gave a lot of money back to the market last year in the correction. That's what led me to pursuing higher education in this market as well. Is when
I got it.
the market went from 60,000, went to 40, and then it fell from 40 to 28,000. That dip, I lost a lot of money. And when that dip happened, I had to take a step back, and I had to, because you don't know what you don't know until you don't know, until it
Exactly,
happens.
man. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happening to everyone. Like me, technically, right now, what we see is that most of the traders are losing their money, even in the bull market, man. That's the truth. Bad or good, that's what it is. So, of course, like if you are trying to get this kind of like big swings, like within 6 7 months, then you should like be able to do some taking profit, so you have the money later on to buy the dips. Well, yeah, that's what is happening right now. I would say that I don't want to lose right now the 51 to 52 k support, and we will see a kind of like, it's very bad that we haven't seen any kind of retrace back to 60.5, 60k point 5. So because there's a critical area, we haven't seen a reverse right there. So I would like to see a reverse pretty fast from now, because December can also be a difficult month in the end, especially in case many people are selling off for the next year taxes. It's happening. So we have seen this. So we have to see like green December. I don't know how possible could that be, but the market is just looking neutral right now. I wouldn't like to see any drop further, because when you test the support many times, then it's most likely to break to the downside. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, what do you think? Should we like, from your side, invest in any types of projects like other tokenized assets, let's say, or other coins? What is your opinion regarding that?
Yeah. So there's definitely some lot of good positions. I have a good bag of. I'm a big Ethereum person. But there's a lot of new tech going down that line. You're seeing Solana, especially with the pullback it had, uh, and its run that I think you can do very well with it long term. Um, you know, I think even some of the exchange tokens will do very, very well for you. I think BNB is going to, will be a very good long-term hold position. And then I have your Oracle tokens. I have Link, and I have the Cardanos. I have the,
Cardano, yeah. What is your
Cardano.
opinion about the CRO? We have seen last pump, a huge pump. What is your opinion about that?
CRO is the crypto.com coin, right?
Yeah, yeah, crypto.com, yeah.
Yeah, the crypto. Yeah. honestly, I think all the exchange coins, can
Mhm.
do very, very well, especially like if they incentivize. Hey, buy the exchange coin, you'll get discount on this, or you can increase your staking holdings here. Um, yeah, I don't own it, but it's had a good push
Yeah,
recently.
I got it. I got it. I got it. What about we have seen also like this Meta coin is going crazy lately. So
Uh,
like metaverse is opening doors right now. So
oh, like
I
the
I
whole.
think, yeah, I think that this would be a nice opportunity to buy some. Like we have seen, they sell like digital yachts, man, and people are buying digital yachts for like 350K to just
I
put it
know.
later on in the freaking uh, whole game of metaverse. It's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
insane, bro. If I told you, hey, you can have a digital yacht for 300,000, or I'll give you a real yacht for 300,000, you know.
I don't know, man. It's
Uh,
like there's no life anymore.
yeah, there's just so much money that's out there. When people were paying for these NFTs, you know, six figure for these NFTs and stuff, I'm like, man, I hope there's going to be a buyer, because if you just spent 500,000 on that, someone's got to come. And I mean, you at that point you're just having like fu money,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly,
you
exactly.
know that I'm going to spend all that money
But
on
do you
on
keep like some small NFTs and stuff? Do you buy or you don't prefer
um
that yet?
I don't own any of the. I have Mana, you know. I own Mana. I own Engine. Um,
But no,
but
like
I don't.
actual NFTs, like those pictures and stuff that
Yeah,
people buy. Or
I don't own any like digital art or anything like that.
I got it.
But I have like Omi. Omi's Disney's NFT.
Yeah, 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 it came out lately, right? It's
Yeah,
also they start like showing out some figures and stuff lately, like with NFTs. It's looking cool. It's looking cool. I think
yeah,
it's gonna pump for a while.
yeah. It's cheap. It's 0.006
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
cents, and with Disney, I'll put some money with Disney,
yeah.
uh, rather than some like random person,
How is
Um,
how's your UFC life lately? How's it
yeah,
going?
so I have 2 fights left on my current contract. I'm actually contracted to a promotion called Brave. Brave is the second largest organization outside the UFC. It's owned by the Prince of Bahrain.
Okay.
Brave, they own the Tour de France. They own the Ironman. They own two of the largest soccer clubs. They're each valued over $3 billion. They do
Jesus.
they put the most amount of events behind the UFC. Um, to be honest with you, once COVID started, I uh, I needed to start, you know, looking at other ways. Uh, and I was already deep into cryptocurrency. This just really, honestly, when COVID happened, we had an intense money printing, and that's what kind of that was kind of the firelighter to Bitcoin. We
Yeah,
had
exactly.
we had global sell off. Stock market fell. Bitcoin fell to $4,800, and then from 48 it went to 64,000 the following year. With multi-trillion dollars being printed. So that for me, like once I saw that was my like I just flipped a switch and I just went. I was preparing like 4 years for the halving. So I was like, when the halving comes, I want to be technically sound. I want to have like the analysts that I like. I want to have my data on point. I'm a data junkie, bro. Like I content, but the right content, because you can easily lose yourself in the wrong content,
Sure, sure,
right?
sure. Of course. Yeah, it's happening. It's
So
happening. Fundamentals can
yeah,
eat you alive, man.
fundamentals, bro. That's what happened to me in 17. In 17, I was a fundamentals guy. I knew what to invest, but I
The
didn't
right
know rug
time.
pools.
The
I
right
didn't know
time.
time. I didn't know timing, man. I didn't know rug pools. I didn't know overbought, oversold. I didn't know a lot of these factors that can affect it. And I paid for it. I gave everything back. Um, so yeah, man. That's what kind of one. That's what kind of like since COVID happened, I'm planning to get back in the cage in the first quarter of the year. But like right now, like all my attention is on the market. I started a new company with some business partners. called Pantheon Financial.
Yeah.
We're a fully SEC compliant fund here in South Florida. So like, you know, when you first start a company, that first year is very, very important. That's where most businesses fail, you know.
I see.
So
Yeah.
like, I've just really just been focusing on making sure the company does well, and I have all my eggs in one basket, you know, because at this point in
Amazing.
my career, I've fought everybody, you know. I'm 39 years old, you know. I've been fighting
Whoa, man!
12.
I thought you're younger.
Yeah, yeah. I turned 39. I have a baby face, you know.
Yeah. You have a baby face. Yeah. Indeed.
But I didn't start fighting till I was like 27. You know,
Wow. Yeah.
after I finished my university,
Yeah. You've
uh,
studied as well. Yeah. A long
yeah,
time, man.
I worked for a pharmaceutical company when I got out of university. But
So
I was an athlete my whole life, so I missed competing. And my brother got me into the sport of MMA. And yeah, I mean, at this point, the fight world is for fun, like
amazing.
you
It's
know,
good
and
stuff, Moro. It's good stuff. We should see like your next matches.
oh,
We should like stay tuned, ready to watch some stuff.
oh, trust me, bro. I'm very excited and eager to throw some bombs, bro. Best believe. You
Amazing,
know,
amazing.
the
Let's
the
do
the
it.
the,
Let's do it.
the fight game, the going and fight, stepping into a cage is going to be a reward to myself for achieving
Yeah, of
my
course,
goals. You
of
know,
course. That's
from the crypto
beautiful.
world. You know,
That's beautiful.
at least God willing. You know, that will be like, Hayder, you did good. Go have fun. Go kick some
Amazing.
ass. You know.
Just do it. Just
Uh,
do it, bro. Just do it.
yeah, no,
Really,
no.
it was so big pleasure, man, to have you tonight. It was I'm really happy that you came, having
I'm
this very
honored,
nice
bro.
meeting. Thank you so much for all of your like opinions that you gave to us. Really appreciate. I don't know if you are like if you would like to share something before we close, it would be awesome.
Yeah, man. Argyris, man, it was, bro. It's been my pleasure, bro. Honestly, man. Once you reached out, no, before you even had asked, I was already saying yes. Like I said, man, you know, this market is a very, very challenging market. You know, 24/7 volatility. So I like to surround myself with like-minded individuals. You're the top of your game, bro. So, man, God bless you. And
God
man,
bless you, man. God
I
bless you.
appreciate all you do, and I like I like the short alerts. Boom,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
minute,
boom.
1 minute. Yo, this is what's gonna happen. Watch out for this. Da 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 da. Boom, I'm Cryptominder.
Take
Yeah,
it. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you,
my
thank you,
man.
thank you. See you, see
Blessings,
you.
bro. Much love, bro.